a bit. But first, the man who claims he was sexually abused at the hands of a now retired priest here in the Buffalo Catholic Diocese says he knows there are more victims out there. Michael Whalen making his case this afternoon in front of the church's main offices. Our chief investigator, Charlie Speck, is on this story for us tonight.
It's been such a whirlwind that this is broken as big as it has.
Michael Whalen is talking about the sexual abuse he first revealed last week in the Catholic Church.
He took advantage of when, you're a small kid.
And what he calls a tsunami of victims who say they have also been abused by Catholic priests in the Diocese of Buffalo.
It's been unbelievable, the victims who've contacted me. I am proud of all of you.
2 more of those victims came forward Sunday in a front-page story in the Buffalo News that detailed abuse at St. John's Church in Alden. James McCarthy said he was sodomized as a boy in the 1960s by Father Norbert Orsolitz, the same priest who admitted last week that he abused Whalen. "I was a victim, and they wouldn't tell me anything about what's being done," McCarthy said about reporting the abuse to the diocese 8 years ago. The church, in every situation it could, there was always an intention to cover it up as much as possible. Whalen says now's the time for the Diocese of Buffalo to finally come clean and to release the names of any priest who has been credibly accused of abuse, names that have been locked away here in diocesan headquarters for decades.
I think that the priests that have been accused should be out in the public eye.
After abusing the 2 boys in Alden and abusing Whalen in St. John Vianney's in Orchard Park, Orsolitz was assigned to a parish near Olean in the 1980s, where parishioners had no idea they were getting an abusive priest.
I think the parents needed to know that before this happened, and that's why these names need to be released, just to know who they are, where they are.
The diocese removed Orsolitz from ministry in 2003. He lives outside Springville in this cabin where Whalen says he was abused.
Father Norbert was a pedophile, and he's living there, out in the woods, and nobody knows. Nobody knew about it. They knew about it.
Bishop Richard Malone said last week he is considering releasing the names of those priests.
So we are right now engaged in a reconsideration of a policy that I have inherited. It was in place when I came, but we're looking at it anew.
But former priest Robert Hodson, now a victim's advocate, is skeptical.
Why can't we get this right yet, the church? Just tell the truth and release everything you have about the truth.
All right, so perhaps there are more victims out there maybe watching right now. Charlie, what can they do?
Those victims, really, we ask you here, we would like to tell your story and to talk with you about this. We have a new tip line here. You can call our I-Team at 840-7750, or if it's easier, send us an email at iteam@wkbw.com.
And certainly something we'll continue to follow. Thank you so much for that report tonight.